My name is Kelly Lynch, and I'm in business development for Envision Financial Systems. And I wanted to share with you some discussions I've had recently with self-clearing broker-dealers about their mutual fund back offices. It seemed timely to have these discussions because much has changed in the mutual fund space in the past several years. Some of what we heard has changed are that the mutual fund book of business is different, right? It used to be more load-based. It's now trended to more advice-based. We also heard there are internal economic pressures on the back office that have continued unabated. And that economic pressure has led to a look at the service model. What functions are you as the broker dealer doing in-house versus what a third party vendor might be doing? And then lastly, for these broker dealers, sub-accounting technology is core to their back office, and the two primary players in that space have changed by acquisition in the past several years. So the partner that these broker dealers signed an agreement with is now a different partner, and how is that feeling? When I mentioned that Envision is in this space and supports mutual fund sub-accounting, the response was, "What? Is that new?" And it's not new. Envision has been in the investor record keeping space since 1994. We've been doing that primarily for asset managers, but we have applied that technology for distributors for a few years now. And so with that knowledge of Envision in this space and these trends in the industry, we lined up how for these broker dealers, the discussion was, how is your infrastructure adapting to these changes in the industry? And some of what the discussion was around was, with these economic pressures, with the service model pressures, Envision was able to share an example of a broker dealer that we're working with, actually a technology provider in this space, will be helping a number of their customers. And one of these customers was having a challenge that they couldn't find a vendor to support the service model they needed, which was hybrid, and it actually changed over time. They wanted the vendor to do some services for a time and then hand the reins back to them, and Envision had the flexibility to do that. Also, there was discussion around our technology and the fact that it's newer and nimbler and can be more cost effectively modified and also more cost effectively interfaced with other systems within the back office. And then lastly, in terms of the players and how these broker dealers were feeling about their sub-accounting partners, it was an interesting discussion to remind them that for Envision, investor record keeping is all we do. We're not distracted corporately by other products, other business lines, other markets that we're in. All day long, all we do is investor record keeping. So there were great discussions. It was interesting to hear how other broker dealers are adapting to the change in the industry. I'd be interested to hear how it's going at your firm.